Joe Higgins, your Chief Inspirational Officer. And you've probably heard it before, but I really, really stand tall in this truth that leaders are readers. Okay, leaders are readers. And so if you are leading yourself or you're leading somebody else, I'm really going to invite you and challenge you, if you're not a reader, to pick up on it. Okay, one of the cool things that I love to do is pay attention to going into somebody's office or going to someone's home and look at their bookshelf. That really describes the type of person that they are. It really can tell you a lot about that individual. And so I'm going to just share a few quick books that I would recommend that I have read. I mean, I'm a ferocious leader, so I'm a ferocious reader. And I get book recommendations all the time. I interview authors every week. And so I'm always wanting to learn how they're, what their positioning is, from negotiating to, whatever. The coolest way, and if you're just getting started in this principle, is, ask yourself, what do I need the most? Okay, so maybe you are a young entrepreneur and you're just getting started up and maybe you don't know a whole lot about negotiating, okay? And instead of really struggling with that, the greatest gift you could give yourself is go to the bookstore, do a little bit of research on negotiation skills. Pick up a book, read about, different ways that you can negotiate, but self-educate, okay? It doesn't take a lot of time. You can do, only if you have 10 minutes a day, you can read probably 5 or more pages. And then at the end of the week, you have read a substantial amount of a book. And it can be in really small, short chunks of time. So a lot of the things, my number one is the book by Jeff Olson. It's called The Slight Edge. And it is a game changer. It is something that I tell my clients, I've probably read 15 times. It's the book that I have everybody who ever aligns with me read. It is so powerful. And so, that's one of the things is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And he talks about philosophy and compounding, and the power that brings is really, really pertinent. A lot of the other things I do, most of you know about Strength Finders. I mean, this is a catalyst. It's a resource tool that you can actually take a test and get some evaluation. Another thing along that line is it's a book called What Motivates Me. It's kind of the same principle. It's a test you can take online. It's going to, we talk about motivation all the time within our brand and connecting people to the different motivational spirits, but it's an online assessment, kind of the same thing. Now, the thing that I love about the online assessments is, it's like reading about yourself in a press release. And so when you're positioning yourself and you're needing to describe you as a brand, and we're all brands, but this is a way that high-level content writers have written about who you are, the strengths that you bring. And so I really want to invite you to look at it that way. Some other things that I like to read, do one thing every day that scares you. This is a catalyst for me. It's a book that I picked up when I was in Seattle with my son, and it gives me little tips and pointers. And I love to stretch and strive. I love to be outside my comfort zone. And as Hap Clapp, one of my good friends, who is aligned with the North Face company, one of the things he said is, learn to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. And so if you can do something every day that scares you, I think there's a lot of power in that. And so, I like to read about stuff like that. Now, there's also some very humbling things, like The 4 Doors by Richard Paul Evans. And I talk a lot about, my salutations are always about love, and the fourth door that he talks about is love. And so, if you're looking at it, it's the guide to joy, freedom, and a meaningful life. There's some substance there. So if you want to get that one, it's The 4 Doors. Now, reach out to me if you would want some book recommendations. I'm a resource tool for that kind of stuff. I spend every day 45 minutes in study and research in my field of people and performance. It keeps me cutting edge. It keeps me within strategies. And, that's something that's powerful for you. And you can have that same practice and principle for yourself. It's just a daily action that you can take. So love and belief, thank you for being with us today. And I can't wait to hear what book it is that you like to read, or what would you recommend? Leave it in the comments section. Thank you.